day I'm hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling. Every
Oh, welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news and analysis. Happy Saturday, everyone. And now we're gonna take a look at the charts. We're gonna look at Bitcoin. We're gonna look at the total market. We're gonna look at all your guys' coins as well and get into your guys' price predictions, all that and more. So make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting that share so other people can spam the like button, and let's get this party started. By the way, if the Cavs win later tonight, we're gonna do another airdrop. So if you're not a Cavs fan, you are today. So let's go. So here we go. Like we are rounding the end, and this has basically been the thesis for a couple weeks now. And then if you guys have been following me, what I have said is I thought that we're heading into the bullish time of the month, and I actually thought that we would roll back over, perhaps test the 50 moving average like we did, and I gave us until the 28th. I keep saying the 28th, the 14th, to be in sort of this window of energy to sort of make another push. And I do anticipate us to roll back over and really fill out target number 2 here at 56K. And I don't think that we're going to get target number 3, because as time is really going on, what we're seeing is the 200 moving average is really sort of catching up, so to speak. So I anticipate us to target number 3 is probably not likely going to be hit. What's actually going to be hit, if we're lucky, because again, this is opportunity, is going to be target like somewhere in between target 3 and 2, and that would be about 53K, 52K, which is a pretty major technical level at the 702, and as well as structure, there's a good bit of support here. So I do anticipate in the next coming weeks Bitcoin to sort of roll over, back test this little range in here, and then reaccumulate, and then the actual bull market is going to start in the next 60 to 100 days. It's go time, y'all. It is go time. We are in the 4th quarter. Bitcoin is king says, let's go Cavs. Hey Ski, let's go. What do you think about Pro Solnick? Hi guy, I am from Vietnam. I love crypto. Welcome. Dogecoin, please. Yo, Ski, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. It says, will Pepe make me rich? I hold over 1,000 tokens. I don't think so. I don't think 1,000 tokens is enough to do the trick for you. But it might. Probably not. So you think Bitcoin will continue to drop? Yeah, I think, well, like drop isn't the right word. Like, I just think that we went up in a straight line, and I think there's a bit to be had back. So okay, that's a good question. So essentially this structural move to me, and I've been pretty consistent on this move right here to me is this same structural move as this move right here. So like this was the real bull run, and then you had this, like, you could call it like a half bull run, but not a real bull run. A lot of people during this Twitter time thought that it was a bull run, just like they do right now. Structurally, this to me is the same move, and you sort of back test and kind of grind until the actual bull market starts. So to me, we're somewhere here. We're like somewhere in this point in here, and actually, I think a better representation is this bull run over here. So I actually think that we're somewhere. Where is my other chart? So the orange lines are the halvenings. So yeah, I think that we're somewhere in like this area, somewhere in I'm not predicting a huge crash, but another 5-10% for Bitcoin. I think that would bleed into the altcoins, and that's major opportunity, because the Bitcoin dominance is very hot right now, at 54.7%. So to me, the ROI play is no longer in Bitcoin unless you're holding Bitcoin for 10, 5, 20 years, fine. But for the next 12, 18 months, Bitcoin might do another 1, maybe 3x. That's fine. Like, that's a lot. That ain't nothing. Like, that's, 30 years of stock market gains. But I do think a lot of the other altcoins are going to do 10, 15, 20, 30x's in the next 12 to 18 months. But it's going to be, it's darkest before dawn. It's darkest before dawn. Weeks away from the bull run. Yeah, I think so. I would say, like, time is, I'm a structure guy. Like, I suck at time. So, you could take my time prediction with a grain of salt. But, I would say the next, historically, you'd be looking at between 30 to 120 days. I have 4.4 million Solnic. Is that going to make me rich? It very well could, John. 5 million makes you a whale. My conservative target for Solnic is $100 million market cap. So that'd be about $440,000 by the end of the bull run. My medium case is 1 billion. So that would be about 4.4 million. And my bull case is 6 billion or $5.89. So that would be, I don't know what that would make you. That would make you a multi-millionaire. You would certainly be rich. Can we see XTC hit $1 this bull run? That's possible. I don't think it's likely. My target is about 60-ish cents. Edward, what up, fam? What's up, fam? Edward, I'm about done with your thing. That should be over to you this evening, by the way. What about ICP? I like ICP at this level right here. ICP to me is a really good value. And like what you're gonna notice on what I'm saying about every coin, like I could care less what the coin is as long as it's an actual project. Like, I am not a part of any tribe. I'm not a part of any cult. None of that. Okay, so I'm going to say I like some coins, and you're going to be like, oh, he's a part of that group. I'm not, but I do like ICP here at this value. Any coin below the 236, to me, that is real and has good tokenomics, which ICP seems to be responsible. They technically have an infinite amount of supply, but they seem to be responsible with how they're letting it go. So I like ICP here. This is a good value to me. I think it could do $100, $140 pretty easily. Says sick, no rush on it. I appreciate you. Like 2019. Yeah, I think we're somewhere in that range. So Bitcoin goes to 52K. Where would Solnic drop to? So Solnic is structurally okay. So you have to put different coins are going to be in different categories, right? Different coins are going to be in different categories. So, like ICP is an example. So, like all of the coins that look like this same structure right here, which Solnic is doing, right? So let's look at Solnic. This ICP and Solnic have the exact same structure. So does Link. So does like they all have the same structure, right? So this is the really good structure that I'm looking for on a real coin that's doing real things. So this same like this U, some people call it a cup and handle. I call it Wyckoff accumulation, sign of strength backtest. This same structure right here is the coins that I think are going to perform well. So examples are ICP, VeChain, Solnic, Quant, XRP, ADA, Link. These are all like the same sort of structure. I think that there's going to be less to give back because they've already been deep in accumulation, right? So I mean, Solnic is a meme coin. It's a tiny market cap, but I don't anticipate us to go below 1.5 like ever again, honestly. So right now, and that's how I outlined it, was 2 million back to 1 million. We actually went to 3 million back to 1.5. So to me, it's an even stronger sign of strength, whereas like Chainlink kind of had a strong sign of strength as well, all the way to the 382 back into the 136. So these type of coins, I think, are going to have less to give back when Bitcoin pulls back. But coins like Render, like I like Render, but I think that it's performed extremely well. Render, LCX maybe is a candidate. HBAR is a candidate. Coins that have like Ethereum, BNB, coins that have really performed well, I think are going to have a little bit more to give back. Kaspa and XRA, they're going to have more to give back during if and when we get another pullback. I don't think it's the time to be greedy. Like me personally, I've already positioned myself very well, and anything, like I'm good here. Any opportunity that we get from Bitcoin or the markets, I'll take it as it comes, but I'm already in a good position to really make some good plays here. Chia, yeah, I like Chia as well. Do Deso, Peep, Deso, I got you. What up, Sonic fam? Hey, Ski, I like your hair. Thanks, Megan. Appreciate you. I don't know. What is this? Like a dragon braid or something? I don't know what it's called. Sonic contract. Can someone provide it? Yeah, XTZ9. I got you, fam. I'll put it in the chat for you. How about that? Here you go. Here's the contract address. MAGA. I like MAGA's value as well. Actually, I think that Sonic and MAGA are really doing similar things. Chart wise, VeChain price prediction this bull run 60 to 97 cents. What about Ethereum Classic? Let's look at Ethereum Classic. I haven't looked at Ethereum Classic in a minute, so I'm actually curious. ETC. I feel like they're in the same spot as Link. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the same spot. This is the same structure of what I'm talking about. This sort of like big, you could say like a W, a U, like just for oversimplifications without nerding out on it for you guys, which I like to do. But this is like a strong indication of a strong bottom, right? And then, so this is sort of my bread and butter. You have your Wyckoff accumulation. This is what it looks like oversimplified. You have your accumulation phase, the most boring, the most bloody. People think, oh, it's dead, bro. I don't care what the project is. They'll say it's dead or it's a rug or it's a scam. But really, that's the best time to buy any project that is real. This is what the schematics looks like. And then after this phase is done, after your SOS, you have the next phase is your markup phase. Realistically, if you want to make the most money, this is where you want to be buying stuff. Not here, not when it's exciting. You want to be buying it when it's boring and bloody. Buy the boredom, buy the blood, fade the FUD. That is what's going to make you the most amount of money, so long as it's a real project with real tokenomics and real fundamentals. So let me check out ETC. ETC is a mineable coin, and I am bullish on all mineable coins because I want to look at their tokenomics real quick. Yeah, so max supply 210 million. So that's pretty damn good. I want to see something real quick though on ETC. So, and here's the deal. The biggest whales in the markets have been and will always be, what date is this? The miners. 5/8/21. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So the market cap and the price are the same. So I would say that this chart is good. This is a good tokenomics. It's a decent value, honestly. Anything below this red line that has good tokenomics, like Filecoin is an example of a coin that's below the red line but has terrible tokenomics. So Filecoin isn't necessarily a good value to me. But anything that has good tokenomics below the 236, and what I mean by tokenomics is just the inflation. So just a retracement, you're looking at a 4x, which this is a big project. So you wouldn't expect it to do a crazy, but parabolic would put you at about 15x, about $420. 420 blazing, bro. Bitcoin got rugged 3 years ago. It's a rug, fam. Shark Cat, MAGA. Yeah, let's look at travel with Kendall. says, let's go. I made it to the live. Let's go, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top.
RC, I'm sorry if I say your name wrong. Thanks for the TikTok and the heart, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Do you know /hold Cryptex Finance CTX? I don't. Neither one of those, but I'll look at the chart for you. CTX. And I think, by the way, guys, I think just me flowing with like kind of bouncing off, like not necessarily keeping a list. I think me just like randomly kind of flow as I see it. I pull it up. I think that's going to be the best way, the most engaging for the audience, for myself. CTX. I don't know too much about this. I don't hold any. Let me see if I can find a better chart for you though. What was that? Coinbase? No. So as I see your guys' stuff, I'm gonna try to like just kind of do it. So like, you know, don't spam it, but you know, just if I miss you, just keep here and there kind of putting it out there, I guess. Yeah, there's not a lot. Oh, here. Yeah, there's not a lot of data on this. You could count this as your accumulation sign of strength backtest. And it's sort of working on the next phase. There's not a ton of data to go off of. I really like, you know, a couple of these waves to really give a good projection. But your next leg up would bring you to about $30. It's about a 6x, which is, you know, that's still pretty good. It could do more than that. Ether coin, what is the ticker for that? Scale, Deso, as a reminder. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to just like flow back and forth to your guys's. I think that's the most engaging for everybody. I used to do a list and try to do it in order, and people would like come back and like, hey, did you do this one yet? Like, any chance of someone getting listed on Bybit or Binance? Bybit, definitely. Binance, there is a chance, but it's going to be at the end of the bull run. So like, in order for Solnic to get on Binance or Coinbase or any of the major exchanges like that, you had to have a minimum of a $250 million market cap. So that would mean each coin would be worth about 25 cents. So that can happen for sure. That's like somewhere in between my low case to medium case. But I do think that, like, if I'm being honest, objective, like that's going to be towards the end of the bull run. Like, we're not going to do that on this next wave. But this chart, to me, though, this looks really good to me. This is the same structure that I'm looking for. Your accumulation, sign of strength backtest. This is a good value. Let me check out the tokenomics on this. Was it Deso? By the way, if the Cavs win tonight, airdrop. So if you want to be a part of the airdrop, if the Cavs win tonight, we'll do another 50,000 just because I'm feeling good. So you need to be a part of the Telegram if you want to get a part of that. So make sure you join the Telegram. So the market cap and the price. What is this date right here? 30/21. That doesn't have enough like time. I don't think that the tokenomics look too bad on this, but this time is way off. It's not bad. It just means like I can't really like tell what the market cap is supposed to be based on the supply, if that makes sense. But the chart looks really good. The chart looks really good on that one. Is Telegram and Discord free for those VIP? So Edward, I have a free Discord and I have a free, well, the Telegram is free. I have a free Discord, and then I have the anyone that's a part of the Patreon it's an additional, it's my private Discord. But there's a public Discord and a public Telegram that's free. What are you holding? I'll just tell you some that I like at this value. The full list is on my Patreon, but obviously Solnic I think is a really good value right here. It's the same structure right here. Literally the same structure. Anything with this structure right here with good tokenomics is good, in my opinion. Just value wise. And then what you're looking at is anything near the 236 is a really good value. Well, I would classify it as extreme value. So that's where Solnic's at. It's right just slightly above the extreme value for this next phase. At $1.9 million market cap. So we're not even a micro cap. It's an atomic cap. So I like that. As far as blue chips, I like VRA. I like Link. I like ICP is a good value. I like I don't know enough about Deso, but I would say this chart looks really good to me. I like Quant. XRP, I like what else do I like? XTC is a good value. What else do I like here? Theta, AVAX. Yeah, those are some off the top of my head that I really like. Are we going to have a full bull run with alts and memes? Yes. Big dog. Hey Ski, where are the details from the airdrop? So it's just like a fun one. Like I do all kind of airdrops. I'm gonna answer your question here in a second, big dog. But so Muhammad, I do like all kinds of airdrops. I've given away 27 million tokens at this point. But just for fun, like just because I'm in a good mood, if the Cavs win tonight, I'm gonna do another airdrop. And if they don't, like, don't worry, I'll do other airdrops as well. It's all good. But when I'm in a good mood, I like to give stuff away. But if you want to be a part of that, if they win tonight against Boston in Cleveland, because I'm a big Cavs fan, I wear my heart on my sleeve. All right, it's all right. Just join the Telegram. I'll put the Telegram in the. Let me put it in the. Just join the Telegram, and then whoever votes. So what we'll do, it's going to be 50,000. And then last time what I did was I allowed the Telegram to vote on how they wanted to divvy it up. Whoever voted, that's who's going to win. Honestly, that's who's going to win the airdrop. Whoever votes, if and when the Cavs win tonight. Will Solnic reach $5.89? It's very possible. That's the bull case. He says, no, this is different this time. Tell me about the Patreon. So I have a full course. Most creators charge hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars for their course. My course is $9.99. It's the price of a cup of coffee. I have 30 hours of lessons. I upload every single week. I just uploaded today. So if you want, and in that video today, I went over each position that I'm heavily accumulating right now at what price targets and where I'm going to be exiting. So I have a full course, 30 hours of lessons, and I upload every single week. You also get access to what I'm holding, when I'm exiting, when I'm accumulating, all that and more for $9. My thing just fell off. $9.99. Most people charge thousands of dollars. Like literally, I've seen like anywhere between $300 to like $3,000. I charge $10. It's like the least amount that I can possibly charge. Patreon.com/yourboyski. The link is in my link tree in my bio. The link is in for Telegram. Here, I'll put it in the chat. But it's also in my link tree. That's the Telegram right there. SoFi. All right, let's look at SoFi. And like I said, I'm going to try to like just keep it organic with the chat. Can you do VRA prediction? I got you, fam. SoFi. Are they like, they're like advertising this right now in the NBA playoffs, no? Am I right about that? I feel like I just saw a commercial for this. I really like Jupiter. Okay. Jupiter doesn't have like really enough charts for me to like give like a solid like parabolic price prediction. I can tell you when it's getting hot, and I can tell you when it's a good value as far as like oversold. But I will say, just fundamentally, I use Jupiter almost every day. It's a very, very good product, and I'm very bullish on everything that is decentralized exchanges like Jupiter. So in 2022, example, I was very bullish on Sauce, and it was the same thing. There wasn't really enough charts for me to give an accurate prediction, but it ended up doing like a 20x, and the bull market hasn't even started. So I feel kind of the same way about Jupiter that I did about Sauce. Like, I'm very bullish on it intuitively, just using it. Like, I know it's a really good product. There's not enough data for me to sit here and give like a solid price prediction for it. But as more time goes on, we'll be able to see more. All right, so SoFi, this looks like the beginning of accumulation to me. After you're marked down, this could chop for a little bit. Do one of these numbers. The next retracement is about 39 cents. Price discovery is $1. I'm holding Jupiter too. Yeah, no, I like Jupiter. Jupiter is a solid product. Like, just the exchange itself, I think it's very, very good. And I'm a big believer in buy what you use. So like, I was using Saucer Swap. It reminds me so much of Saucer Swap. So Saucer Swap did a 20x. Video evidence, I was super bullish on Saucer Swap. I was one of the only creators talking about that back in 2022. It's the same type of thing. It's the only difference is Saucer Swap is for HBAR, where Jupiter is for Solana. But I'm very bullish on it. There's not enough data for me to really give you a good price target, unfortunately. But I know it's a very good product, and I'm very bullish on every decentralized exchange. I think they're important. And they do well. Like, they just do well. Like, over and over and over again. What coin is this? This was SoFi. Quant. I think Quant's an extreme value right now. As far as blue chips, very much in accumulation. I think it'll do somewhere between $700 to $1,300. Quant is one that I'm accumulating right now for blue chips as well. Now, VRA, like, I don't know. Like, I really did like VRA, and I like their charts still. But, man, like, they just changed their tokenomics, and I don't like that. So, I don't know enough to speak on it. I don't like to just speak. I know I just ramble on for hours, but I try not to really speak on stuff that I don't know that much about. But this, to me, is different. I know that this is different right here. The circulating supply at 9.8%. I haven't done a deep dive into this to know, like, why this changed. I don't know. So I don't know what is up with that. I don't know if they're being responsible with it. It seems like they are. They're not, like, as of right now, when we look at the price versus the market cap, it's relatively the same. So it seems like they're being relatively responsible, but I don't know enough to really speak on this, but I know that this changed, and that's kind of concerning to me that there's still 90% of the supply to be, like, dumped. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but it's something. I haven't done enough of a deep dive on VRA to know, but I like the charts. I was a big fan of this for sure in the bear market, so I don't know what's different. They said the new POV tokens will be tradable. That's why it changed. Okay. Well, like I said, I need to, like, give this some time to see how they're going to be. I mean, it's fine. Like, did the price reflect? Like, I don't know. I'll just say, like, the charts look good. Like, assuming that they're going to be responsible with that inflation, the charts to me look really good for VRA. And I think that you can assume that they're going to be responsible in the bull market. The question is going to be the bear market. What are they going to do in the bear market? Tell me about Polkadot. Polkadot. I don't have any Polkadot, but someone on the Patreon asked me to review it, and it makes me, like, I like the chart. I'm considering adding a position on Polkadot. I don't hold any right now, but yeah, that's every single week I do in-depth reviews on whatever coins you guys want me to look at on the Patreon. So if you're interested in, like, an in-depth analysis on a specific video for you, you could join the Patreon if you want. If you want to support my work. But yeah, I like this chart. I just went over this today. To me, this is your sign of strength, your back test. The tokenomics on this are pretty good. I think that the market cap versus the price is like 10% variance, which that's fine. When we look at the actually, let me look at the. I think it's okay if it's like 10% like this. It's a concern when it's like 5x, or 3x. So this is the market cap, and then this is the price. It might not even be noticeable, but it's about 10% of a difference. So from this top right here to the 236 on price is 20%, and I think on market cap it was 10%. So it's about a 10% variance, which isn't, that's for me, that's perfectly fine. That's within reason. That's nothing like crazy that is like, oh my God. Where it's a problem is when you look at like Filecoin, for instance. Like, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Like, this is what you guys got to really pay attention to, because we're all here to make money, right? Like, it's not a secret. Like, we want return on our investment. We want to invest dollars and have exponentially more dollars come back to us, right? So, like, Filecoin is a really good, I think, project, right? But this is their market cap. So this red line is the same, right? So this is their market cap. It went all the way up, even past the 382 on market cap. But when we look at their price, like, it's nowhere near, not even the 236. It's nowhere near. Like, the price at the top, when this peaked right here, it should have, if the inflation was the same or within reason, it should have been almost all the way up to like $75, $80. Like, if it was in the same margin as DOT, it would have been like $75, where it didn't get anywhere near that. It got to $12. And it's like, when you see stuff like this, it's like, okay, like, it might be a great project. They might be doing awesome things, but like, unfortunately, this bull run, it's just not going to get you the return that you want. So like, you need to do an extra 5.5x just to get up to where the market cap is. Yeah, make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share. Is there a way to show your profits on Phantom in a long time frame? This 24 hours? Yeah, it is. Like, it is. You could just track it on a spreadsheet, but I don't think that there's a way that you can actually know. Do you think Sui will perform well? SEI. Hey everyone, I have some alpha. What do you think about Kadena? Why should I buy Solnic? Well, I can't tell you what to do. But if you want a meme coin where they're doing real stuff, there is no honeypot, all of the team is public, docs giving away, really pushing one of the strongest communities in the game, that would be why you would. You know who to get mad at. You know who to get mad at. Any update on your opinion on MVP or MAGA? I think like it's like XRP, XLM, like they're gonna do kind of the same. Win Sonic Poker. Is Ishmael is it Ishmael or Emperor? Is Emperor in the chat? I think he said he's gonna do it Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'm not sure. So that happened today. Sonic had a poker tournament, so that was pretty cool. We'll start end date. Okay, and again, time is my my weakness. Okay, so time is what I suck at the most. That being said, I am projecting the end of 2025, but realistically, structure is where is my strength, and I think that Bitcoin is going to give us the keys to the castle on when the end of the bull market's going to be. So we're going to have like different, like, here's a few indicators to look out for. Like, hey, we're rounding the corner. Like, this is going to be done. So indicator number one is Coinbase. If you have an iPhone, look on top free apps. And if Coinbase shows up in the top 10, top 20, top 5, Like, that's indicator number one, that to get the hell out of the market. Okay, we're not even, Coinbase is not even top 200 right now, so that's just like an objective or a subjective, like just a beginner friendly little you know, indicator that you could use. To me, indicator number two would be the 3618, aka 207,000. If we start nearing 200,000, to me that's going to be the end of it. And then on the weekly time frame, what I'm going to be looking at on the RSI, if we start getting well above into the 90s, that to me is an indication as well. Especially if we're going to start seeing like Bitcoin dominance. So like another thing too that hasn't happened yet, that will happen in my opinion, is Bitcoin dominance is going to fall off a cliff while Bitcoin is still rising. So right now, when we look at Bitcoin dominance, like there's clues to tell us when the bull market is actually over. Like it's going to look like this. So right now, this chart that I'm looking at right now is the Bitcoin dominance, aka like how much percentage of the market is invested into Bitcoin. Okay. So every time in the past, this has fallen off a cliff while Bitcoin was still rising. And that is like, that tells you that alt season is here. And when alt season is here, that's the end of the ride. Is Solnic due for a leg up? Solnic is absolutely due for a leg up. All stipulations are done for Solnic. Classic Wyckoff accumulation, sign of strength. We actually went higher than I even anticipated. At 400K, I marked out that we were going to get our sign of strength to 2 million. We actually went to 3 million. And then I said we were going to back test 1 million after hitting 2 million. We actually back tested 1.5 million. So even in a stronger sign of strength. And now we're just chopping at the sign of strength, which is very technical. It's a very technical thing to do. And I'm going to show you right here. So after you have all of your accumulation, this marks your bottom. This works for any real project. It doesn't work for every meme coin, but it works for any real project. If it works for your meme coin, then you have a real project. If it doesn't work for your meme coin, then it's not a real project. So we're somewhere in this phase right in here. We're at the chop after the SOS, aka the sign of strength. We're chopping right here. The next phase is phase E. Phase E is your markup phase, or what we known as the bull run. This works for any asset. I don't care what the asset is. This same thing works for, as long as it's real with good tokenomics. Wyckoff works. Wyckoff works, baby. Devin, would you please look at Pangolian? What's the ticker for that? XLM thoughts. XLM to me is in a pretty good value right here. I like XLM. I think it's in a good value. Mike, thanks for the rose and the chili MIA. I never know what to call you, fam. Is it MIA or is it Mia? Which is it? Thanks for the rose either way, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
How high will AMP PNG? Oh, I like PNG's chart. Yeah. Let's look at AMP and PNG. I don't know a lot about this project, but the chart, if I remember correctly, no, I lied. This is already in parabolic phase right now. So, I don't know. This could easily be distribution right here. Well above the 4236, or it could also be your second wave. So, this could also be the second wave. I don't want to be that guy that's like, well, it could go up or it could go down. To me, though, this gap is kind of scary. This gap right here is scary because typically, sooner or later, that gets filled. Especially if Bitcoin really pulls back, you could see it sort of like, reaccumulate like this. That would be good to me. That would be healthy. That would suck in the short term, but that would be healthy. This could be your next wave right in here, though. Which, if it is, it would take you to about $1.60. What was the other one? Mia. All right, Mia, thanks for the rose, you savage. Wolf, thanks for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top.
All right,
Oh,
Amp, I
yeah.
do remember that I like this one. I like this chart a lot. Let me see if I can find, because yeah, this is the same thing. Any chart that looks like this, to me, if it has good tokenomics, that is the caveat, because Filecoin looks like this, but it doesn't have good tokenomics. Right? But any chart that looks like that with good tokenomics is good value. Let's look at AMP. Because I want to see what I like to do is I like to compare their price versus their market cap. And I want them to be like similar. They don't have to be exact, but if they're similar, which this is, that's good enough for me. And they look exact actually. So yeah, I would say that this is a good chart with good tokenomics. I don't know that much about the project, but checks 2 of the 3 boxes for me. This is your sign of strength back test, kind of chopping. Retracement's going to bring you to about 4 cents. Parabolic would be about 16 cents. What's your thoughts on Bitcoin? Let's look at Bitcoin. Oh my. I'm just laughing at myself. So I have all these different folders of coins that I look at, and Patreon, I try to keep separate, and then sometimes I add all of the live stream coins to it, then I have to delete them. So that's what I'm laughing at myself at. But Bitcoin is, to me, damn it. I hate it when I do that. I just messed up my fib. All right, we're good. So here is the recap on Bitcoin. We'll kind of go over it about every 15 minutes or so. But essentially, I've had these targets, target 1, target 2, target 3. Macro or medium term, I'm very, very, very bullish on crypto. In the short term, I believe that we're going to roll over and at least touch target 2. I actually don't think that we're going to get target 3 because typically you don't see Bitcoin really go below the 200. We did last bear market, but we're definitely not in a bear market. So if we were to touch this, I don't even think we're going to get that much below it. So I don't think we're going to get target number 3. We could still get target number 2, which is 56K. To me, it's not about being greedy, about accumulating. So yeah, I think that we could test the 200, kind of chop there before really getting rocking and rolling. And some examples of that are, let's look back here in the past. Like the C19 crash, we kind of tested the 200. That was kind of a different event, to be honest. But, excuse me. Here's another example. So right here, actually, let me pull up this chart. Because this has I have the orange lines for the halvening on these ones, which is a little bit, So this orange line is the halving, the magical fairy dust halvening, where everyone's like, oh, the bull market. It's like, no, bro. We're closer to the bottom every single halving than any other time. Anyways, so this was the halvening back in 2016, right before the 2017 bull market. I think we're somewhere in this area structurally. It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but I think that we're going to back test the 200 moving average, kind of chop, and then really get rocking and rolling. That's essentially to summarize what I think is about to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. And it's going to be if we test 52K, that could be painful for some people. People are definitely going to be shooketh by that. But that's what I sort of anticipated us is to even when we came back here, I said that we could probably test the 50 moving average here, which we did. We kind of tested it, and then it looks like we're rolling over again. So we'll see. Like, we're right on the 100 moving average right now. It's typically a pretty big level of support. So we'll see if we get through this or not. Again, to me, everything is opportunity at this stage in the game, and it's short-lived opportunity, as in, like, you don't need to be holding that long to even be in the green. So at any dips at this stage in the game, I'm accumulating heavy on altcoins. Bitcoin to me is not the ROI right now. I was heavy in Bitcoin in 2022. In 2023, I rotated some of my Bitcoin, and I'll be looking to rotate some more at about 80K. Jim Mr. AA, thanks for the rose, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Sonic is a community coin, and we are all throwing money into it. Its price is rising, and I'm up 3x. Let's go. Yeah, who was it? I think it was, who was it that said it last time? Was it, it was Travel with Ken and Matt. Like, shout out to you, bro. Like, just being transparent with it. He said, and this is what I was saying, and he was like the proof in the pudding, that we're at 1.95 million. He said he bought basically the top last time, but he DCA'd, which means you dollar cost average. I mean, you buy a little bit each and every week. He basically bought the top, but he DCA'd all the way through. He trusted the community. He trusted what we're building here. And now he's sitting on a 3x, even though he started accumulating at the worst possible time. And that's going to be true for everything. I don't care what the asset is. Like, here's the deal. It's going to be 5% awesome. It's going to be 5% scary. Oh my God, what have I done? Ah! And then it's going to be like 90% boring. Boredom and scary are the best times to buy. If you buy the awesome time, that's okay. Just keep DCAing. Dollar cost average. DCA guys, don't wait for 9 to 12K Bitcoin. Yeah, that's right. Edward, I never promised 12K. 15K. If you guys were here back in 2022, I said I would shave. I had a mustache at the time. I didn't have this beard, but I said I would shave my head and I would shave my mustache and my cat if we went below 15K. Can you look at the new Roost token? Chad said, true, I heard you. Yeah, you're correct, Edward. Like, literally everybody and their mother said that we were going to 12K. That was sort of my joke back in 2022. I was like, I know your wife's boyfriend said we're going to 12K, but hear me out why we're not. That was my joke. This is why we're not. It's because everyone else is saying we are. What was it? You said Roost? What the fuck? What's the new token? I don't think there's not going to be anything that... This one? Is this the one right here? Floki will give you at most 10x, while Sonic can give up to 100x. Can give up to 1,000. Like, Floki, okay, like if we're being like objective, honest here, I think that Floki will do somewhere between 5 to 15x. Like 15x on the higher end of things. Where Sonic, that's true. Like 100x is pretty plausible. Is this the coin right here, bro? Yeah, there's not enough data for me to say anything about this if this is it. Yeah, I don't know, fam. Why do I have this fib here? I don't know. This to me just looks like a launch, and like you hope that it gets into a reaccumulation. I don't know too much. This needs more data. Jasmine. Jasmine's okay. I think the inflation on Jasmine's a little bit messed up. What's up, Sonic Army? Sonic Army, what's up, fam? You savages.
But the cream will rise.
By the way,
to
we're doing an
top.
airdrop
Oh, yeah.
tonight on the Telegram. So make sure you join the Telegram. I'll put the link in the comments. It's already up on YouTube. I'll put it there again. If the Cavs win, whoever votes on the Telegram, so I'm going to post something and I'm going to say like react to this with a heart, or it'll be literally like this. It'll be like react with a heart, or react with a fire. That's how you're going to vote. You didn't even get to see it. Like react with the fire, react with the heart. That's how you're going to vote. And whoever votes, that's who's going to have a chance to get the airdrop. The airdrop's going to be, if the Cavs win tonight, I'm going to be doing 50,000, and I'm going to let you guys vote whether you want it to be one person that gets 50,000 Sonic coins, or like 5 people, or 2 people, or 10 people. I'll let you guys vote. I'll let you guys vote. It's not a DAO, but it kind of is. Like I really value what the community has to say, and I do mostly what the community thinks is best. 10 people get 50K. Can you see Velo Protocol in Viat? We just looked at Viat. I like the charts on Viat. I have some concerns a little bit. SEI. All right, let's look at SEI. To me, this is in your mark. Ooh. No audit. That's weird. I've never seen that. I don't know. I don't like this chart. It's not that it's a bad chart, but it doesn't like. Maybe this is an accumulation right here. Maybe this is accumulation, but it's pretty. Looks like it's pretty new. If this is accumulation, your next leg brings you to about $1.86. Sonic to Bybit soon. That's not the token mate. All right, well there's your problem. There's my problem. SEI. I don't see it, fam. He says, smash the like button. That's right, guys. Smash the like button. Let's go. Sonic's going to be listed on bigger exchanges. This is it right here. Oh, this is like, bro. What's this audit? Mintable. Whether this contract has function to mint tokens. I don't like this. This to me is a no-go. That doesn't mean that they will, but I don't like the option. I don't want the option available. Okay? I don't like that. That doesn't mean that they will, but I don't like that. Personally, for me, in my investment thesis, I don't like that. This looks like decent accumulation. Chart-wise. Why does it have 0 volume? Nobody's buying, bro? Yeah, I don't know. This thing's too small. I don't like that mintable thing, though. Next leg would take you to $22. If you have one. I don't know. Chart doesn't look too bad. I don't like that though. Other coins have that. I don't like it. It's not something that I like. Come check out Sonic Community, the best. That's right. Chainlink, I love Chainlink. Chainlink's chart right here is awesome. This is the chart that I look for. Chainlink has the best chart to me. Well, not the best, but just, this is the best, like, for teaching purposes. This is the best chart. And I'm going to show you guys, like, what's next. For any chart that looks like this, I'm going to show you what's next. Because, like, let's so you have your accumulation phase, your sign of strength, your back test. The next phase is the markup. So let me give you an example of a coin that's already done this and is on the next phase. So let's look at them side by side. Render is the next one. All right, so let's make this like zoomed in on the same phase. We'll kind of... I'll try to make it same. All right, same. All right. There we go. Trying to make it clear as mud for you guys. All right, so look, this is the same thing. So this is your markdown phase, Okay, so on the top is link, on the bottom is render. Okay, and this is what happens. This is what's next, and this is why any chart that looks like this with good tokenomics, this is what I'm buying right now. I don't care what the project is. I'm not a part of any cult. All right, so you have your accumulation phase, right? Then this is your sign of strength. This is your sign of strength for render. You backtest the prior range. Right? Then, so this is where link is. This is where the backtest was. So link right now structurally is somewhere where render was right here. This is what's next for after this phase. That's your markup phase. That's what's next after your backtest. All right, let me give you another example of another coin that is almost identical. Like link is very, very clean to me. But like if we look at Rose is almost identical to render. Almost identical. So let's look at render. Damn it. Oh, no, we're good. No, we're not good. All right, so we got Rose on both. It's okay. We're not good, but it's all right. We'll be all right. There we go. So Rose and render are almost identical to me, like structurally. They even have this same little like pre-sign of strength, like your accumulation, your little pre-sign of strength, So we have Rose on top, render on bottom. Then you come back. You have your true sign of strength for render, your true sign of strength for Rose, your back test of the prior range, So this is where structurally, somewhere even crossing below the 200, which is the purple moving average here. Somewhere in here, this is where Rose is, and then this is what's next. Your markup phase. Okay? So any chart that looks like this with good tokenomics is what I am accumulating heavily. Tripping hard right now, but I'm here. My man is on. He's already at Jupiter. Wiggins, Hipfire. He said, I'm not waiting for Sonic to get to Jupiter. I'm going there right now, baby. Let's go. Let us know what it's like. He's doing a little recon for us, paving the way. How high can Link go? $80 to $180. I'm down big on Rose. Yeah. Rose is a good one right now. I think that Rose will go somewhere between $1 to $2. I've been in the I'm dying phase for like a whole hour now. Listen, I'm going to teach you guys. There's no such thing as a bad trip. Allegedly, kids. Allegedly. There's no such thing as a bad trip. There's only you holding on to your bullshit. That's it. So, it's all about letting go. The great teacher teaches you what you're holding on to that does not serve you. And if you hold on, you go for a ride. That's it. I know you're busy, bud. Please, I sent you a DM. Please check me out. I got you. Jim, thanks for the rose. Crypto Trend, thanks for the rose. You savages.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Zcat, XLM. I like XLM. XLM has good value too. Like XLM, you could put in that same like category. Like anything with this. Actually, I want to see this. Damn it, I'm on my Patreon. Oh, it's okay. So, market cap wise, it is a little bit higher. Not really, though. It's within margin. So, about 50% to the 236. Let's see what this is. 100. Okay, so it's about a 1x off. So, XLM has a little bit, about 1x. It's nothing like drastic. I've definitely seen way worse. About a 1x difference. So I'd probably pick XRP over XLM, to be honest, because of that. But it'll probably still retrace, which would get you to, 62 cents. If it wants to go parabolic, you'd be looking at about 120. If it wants to disregard the inflation, it'd be about $3. No worries, I'm experienced. Velo. I just came to say Velo. Bro, I need to get off this Patreon. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Is each wave bigger than the next? No. Definitely not. It depends. I've seen waves be bigger. It's, you just got to use discretion, but actually you would probably anticipate once you get, like, I think they're going to be bigger. Typically they're bigger to a certain point, to a certain market cap. Like 250 million market cap or $500 million market cap, and then it starts to get diminishing returns a bit, and then they're kind of smaller. Let me look at Velo's market cap. Price. Okay, yeah. All right, listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Wait, hold on. Before I say something, let me see what the date on this is. 10/4/21. Okay, I can't keep it up. Well, it's still higher. It's a lot higher though, because it's from here to here. So when we look at the market cap, the price is like somewhere up here. It's already higher than where the price is. So that means and then when we see the circulating supply, so the circulating supply is 24.63%. So that means that 70%, 75% of the supply is not available yet, which means that they're going to be dumping 75% of the supply over the course of, forever. I don't think it's going to perform that well this bull market. It'll probably retrace. This chart looks good to me, but yeah, the tokenomics not so much. So I think it's probably going to get to like the 0.5, about 93 cents if we're lucky. What's up, Cliff? Nice profile picture. How do you mint NFTs? I think it's going to be on Magic Eden. We have to get with 50 Cal on that. He's the project manager of the NFT project. Sonic community running deep. All right, hey, so Donster 460 says Sonic would be a lot easier, would be a lot better if it were easier to buy. A lot of newbies will have issues getting it. This is true, but let me ask you, would you rather have bought Bitcoin when it was just you and Satoshi? Would you have rather bought Bitcoin before or after everyone buys it? Because when it's on all the exchanges, aka when it's easier to buy, before or after? So yes, I mean, it's not even that difficult to buy. You go to Jupiter.ag or Solflare. It's just a different way to buy. But yes, as time goes on, it will be more and more available for newbies. But the question is, do you want to buy before or after everyone else buys? So I agree with what you're saying, but ROI wise, I think that you have to think counterintuitively. ICP will never get back to its all-time high. Probably not, but even if it just, like, here's the thing. Okay, like, example. What's up, brother? Example. Here's a coin that everyone likes to shit on, right? XRP. Almost everything that has good tokenomics is going to retrace. Everything that has good tokenomics will retrace. And people say that XRP is dead, right? They say it sucks, it's dead, this and that. Last cycle, what did it do? It retraced. It went to the, and what do I mean by that? Somewhere between the 0.5 to the 702. Almost everything will do this. I don't care what. As long as it has good tokenomics, it almost everything, 99% of coins will at a minimum get to the 0.5 to the 702. Everyone says that XRP is dead. It did that too. So when we look at ICP, will it go parabolic? AKA like a new all-time high? Maybe not. But I do think the tokenomics are decent. Almost everything that is real will, at a minimum, get to this level right in here, to the 618. So that's about $54. I think that that is realistic of 5x, $62, $100. I think that that is realistic for ICP. So like, I'm not even counting all of this stuff. I just count the chart from here. So I think it can get to 100, 140. All that is realistic for ICP. And then from here, if it gets to $100, like, I think that that's a pretty good value. I mean, you're looking at a 12x on a major market cap coin. That, like, you can't really ask too much more for that. So almost everything, like XLM, same thing, like XRP, almost everything at a minimum is going to go to the 0.5 to the 702. Almost everything. Big D, you savage. Thanks for the ice cream cones, the donuts, the lightning, the confetti, the it's corn, the roses. Thanks, Jim, for the roses, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
ADA. That's correct. Scott has the correct token address for Sonic. That is the correct one. XTZ9. It's strict listed on Jupiter, which means that when you go to Jupiter, it's not going to show a little caution sign. Where can I get Sonic? You can get it on Solflare. You can send in Solana to Solflare and then swap it on Solflare, or you can connect your wallet on jup.ag and we are strict listed there. Phantom is also another way. Those are the two easiest ways. Tara, thanks for the roses, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Can you check Ninja? Let's see. No data. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. What the hell? This isn't a bad looking chart. This is in accumulation phase, I would say. So you had your, so now the one thing that is concerning, it's a really tiny market cap, so it's not a huge thing, but when it did its first leg, it never back tested any of this. So there's kind of this gap here. Typically gaps get filled. So this, to me, it looks like it's in accumulation, but it could also still be in the markdown phase. Typically gaps get filled. What you would like to see is a clean back test of the prior high here. So there's this huge gap here. So this, to me, looks like it's still in the markdown phase. It might be an accumulation, but because it didn't back test the prior high here, I don't think so. But if this is an accumulation, it's been there for a while. Your next leg would bring you to about 5.9 cents. You're looking at about a 6x from here. That's the next leg. If this is accumulation, if this is not accumulation and it's still in the markdown phase, which there is that possibility because there's this gap between 006 and 003, like there's no trading at all. So typically almost every chart you'll see, sometimes it skips it, but like Hex skipped it, right? And then it came back, right? Painfully. Typically you would like to see this back test and then reaccumulate, right? So like Hex Hex had a gap too. Hex skipped that gap. Let me look at Hex real quick. I don't think the chart looks terrible. It could have a little bit more work to do though. So look, this is what I'm saying. Like when Hex first launched, Hex just shot up past. It shot up past all of this, right? And then just started. There was this huge gap in here that never got filled. And then it just went on a crazy bull run. And everyone's like, oh, it's awesome, right? And then, well, turns out it looks like that gap's getting filled. Because, like, it goes all the way over here. But it's getting filled, like, in a painful way. Like, we're touching it. Like, it's right there. This is the gap from when it launched. I'm telling you, gaps get filled. So, sooner or later, if it were me, I would vote sooner and get it over with. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Thank you so much. They're really valid reason. 100K validator funds. Can you look at Pendle? You rock. Thank you. Sabala. Sorry if I say your name wrong. And then XHA. Thanks for the roses, you savages.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Sonic to $1 in 2025. That's FUD, brother. $5.89. Bro was waiting to see you online. Here I am. Here I am, Robert. Germany 40. Oh, do I want to look at that, bro? Like, what are you having me look at, fam? Germany in 1940. What do you think this is? What kind of channel do you think this is, bro? Loop ring. I got you, fam. Thanks for the gifts. What's the ticker for that? Thanks for the ice cream cone. Do you have crypto available on internet now? Yeah. Well, I'd have to put in my password. I don't know. What are you asking? LRC? All right, Loop. This looks like a pretty decent chart to me. Let me look at the tokenomics on this. So let me go to LRC. I don't know. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I got kind of wrong-footed by this, by HBAR. Their charts looked awesome to me, but their tokenomics really caught me off guard. So it's just like a habit of mine. Like I just always check the market cap versus the price before I say anything on the coin. Yeah, this is the same, so that's good. So yeah, this is good. This is strong accumulation. LRC hasn't even gotten its SOS yet. Maybe this is the SOS. I don't think so. Your SOS, typically you go to the 236 and then you back test the prior range like this. So you go to like $1 and then kind of back test into 50 cents or so before your next leg. Retracement would have you at $2.70. And like I said, 90%, 99% of all crypto that has good tokenomics is going to get to the retracement level, which is somewhere between $2.30 to $2.70. And then price discovery puts you at $5 to parabolic is $9. What meme coin are you buying? The only meme coins that I'm buying, Solnic is my number one 1000x meme coin. If you want a meme coin that has 1000x potential, Solnic, SOLNIC, that's the only meme coin for me. I do like MAGA. I don't think MAGA is going to 1000x. I still think it could probably like 25x from here maybe. I like MAGA a lot. MAGA's like, you know, I like that one. And I like MVP. It could probably do a 50x maybe. Those are probably the only three that I like. The only one that I can like endorse is Solnic because I am directly, you know who to blame or to high five / buy a beer later on in 2025 because my wallet is doxed. This is a community takeover led by me. That's some high quality H2O. Yeah, we're at like 2 million. So that's like less than a micro cap. That's an atomic cap. Oh, Peter Griffin. Yeah. What's up, bro? Peter, the horse is here. Take a look at Dow. Tell me I did good research on it. Those are not need to know. Take a look at Dow. So what's the ticker for that, bro? Can you talk about how we raid spaces on our profile picture? Yes. So Cliff. So we're gonna use you as an example. So this is what we do. This is what we do in the Telegram. Everybody wants 1000x. So here's the deal. Everybody wants 1000x, but nobody wants to do the 1000x work. Everybody wants 1000x, but nobody wants to do the 1000x work. All right? If you're a part of the Solnic army, here's the deal. Someone's calling me or something. My computer's all... Hello. Aw, here we are. There we go. What in the world? Ugh. There we go. Sorry, guys. All right, here's the deal. All right, let's fix this. Everybody wants 1000X, but nobody wants to do 1000X work. So we will go as far as this community takes us. We will go as far as this community takes us. So what he's saying is, when it's time to raid, this is what we do. We all show up in the Twitter Spaces rocking this profile picture right here that Cliff is wearing. This is the one right here. We all show up and we show our communities by liking, sharing, commenting. All that stuff is free. Everybody wants 1000X, but no one wants to do the 1000X work. That's what it's going to take. It takes all of us doing all of our part nonstop, pedal to the metal, foot on the gas for the rest of the bull market. We are the rockets. We are the fuel. We are the engineers. This is your captain speaking. Next stop is to Jupiter. Let's go!
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Peter Griffin, listen, if you want 1000X, and listen, I'm certainly biased, right? I am certainly biased. Just being objective, being real. I am certainly biased towards Solnic because it is a community takeover led by my community, and I will put my community, I'll put the Savage Army up against any community. I don't care. I might not have, a million gazillion followers, but like, look at my views and look at Crypto Mason's views. He has over 1 million. And like, my views are like within par to his. So here's the deal. Anything that's going to 1000X needs to be under 10 million. There is nothing that's going to 1000X over $10 million market cap. It's not going to happen. So Solnic is under 2 million right now. Solnic is under 2 million right now. So to me, and anything that's under, and like, here's the deal too. This is why, like, I can only really endorse, Solnic, because something else that's under $2 million market cap or under $10 million market cap, like, it can certainly do 1000X, but I have no idea, like, what the dev is really like, how he really cares about his community. Is he independently financially free outside of this project? Is he financially independently free outside of his microcap coin? I don't know, but I do know about me. And I do know about my community, and I do know what I can do. So, am I perfect? No, I'm not. But I am financially, like, I was good before Solnic, and I'm going to be good after Solnic regardless. Meg just went long on Solnic. Damn it, Meg. I never shilled a coin until Solnic. You savage.
But the cream.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like,
to the top, oh yeah.
Okay, so like, I'm trying to be objective as I can here. I'm trying to be as objective, and like, I'm trying to tell you, like, my bias, right? I'm certainly biased towards Solnic, right? But in order to have the upside potential of a true 1000X, like, not like, oh, it did a lot, but like a true 1000X, you have to have a tiny market cap like this. And there's so many, like, you might find like 1 out of 1,000 that is like a real project really trying to do stuff that's under that market cap that will give you that actual potential that's really going to make it. That's the reality. And the risk on other projects, on like what their community is, what their dev is, like what is his financial situation, how much does he hold, is he doxed, what are they really building, what's the community really like, I don't know. And like, there's a lot of different risks for that. So that's me being like honest and objective as I can be while still telling you my bias. So there you go. That's my honest objective bias about any 1000X potential coin. It needs to be under $10 million market cap. And there's lots of risks that will come with that. Jesse, thanks for the TikTok, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Ski net worth 10 million. My net worth is over $1 million, I'll say that. But it's because I have a lot of properties, though. Okay. What's your TA on Solnic right now? Jesse. So this to me is the same thing. This is the same exact chart as Link. Now, we'll say, like, because it is small, this whole Wyckoff cycle, and every chart is going to do this. And people were pissed, like, 30 days ago, right? But here's the deal. Every single chart that's real is going to do this. Anything that's real is going to do this. You have accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown, distribution, markup and distribution. People are high-fiving. The markdown people are pissed. And they're going to say, it's a rug, it's a scam, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to start all over again, right? The smaller that it is, like we just did from cycle to cycle in 90 days. So as time goes on, it's going to take more time to develop. But right here at this phase right now, this is the same stage where Link is, where Rose is. All these are at the same phase. But Solnic could do it quicker because it's so small. So this is your accumulation phase, your sign of strength, your back test. I anticipate us to go to 2 million in back test, 1 million. We actually went to 3 million in back test, 1.5 million. And now we're chopping around 2 million. So this is the classic accumulation phase, and I'm going to show you. Like, it's literally the end of accumulation. What accumulation is, that's how you, like, sign of strength is literally, that's exactly what it is. It's a sign that the bottom is over. It's over. So you have your sign of strength, your SOS right in here. This is your SOS, and then you chop here for a little bit before the mark up or the bull run. This is where we're at. We're somewhere in here in my estimation. We could chop here for a couple more hours or a couple more days or a couple more minutes or a couple more weeks. I don't know. But we're somewhere in here. The next phase is this. We could get out of here in the next 2 minutes if you guys decided that that's what you guys wanted to do. But all stipulations have been done for your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range. Let me just delete this. To make it a little bit cleaner. But that's what's next is the markup phase. The next leg will take us to about 15-25 million, and then we're going to start it all over again. People are going to be like, what the hell, blah, blah, blah. We're going to do it again. MAGA has done like 6 legs of this. Example, MAGA has done 6 legs of this same very structure over and over and over and over and over again. If it's a real project with a real team, this is what you'll see. If you can do TA on it, that's a good sign. If you can't do Wyckoff on it, well, it's not a good sign. So here you go. Phase leg 1, parabolic rise, crash down. They're like, it's a scam, it's a rug, blah, blah, blah. And then where did my chart go? Then it accumulates. Jesus. Parabolic rise, crash down. Like this literally crashed 90%. More than that. 93%. In 42 3-hour candles, so like a couple of days. 93% in 3 days. People are like, it's a scam, it's a rug, blah, blah, blah. Then you have your accumulation, sign of strength, back test at the prior range, and then boom, the next leg. You distribute, grueling down, accumulation, your sign of strength, your back test at the prior range. We're somewhere in this area right in here. This is where Solnic is. This is the next phase. And then it's going to do it again. It's going to distribute, reaccumulate off of the back range here. And then it's going to go again. Distribute, reaccumulate. It's going to do it again. Distribute, reaccumulate. MAGA is in the accumulation phase again. This is a pretty good value as well. But this has already done a lot of like crazy. I think it can do probably another 25x from here, maybe. What about Bitcoin, please? I think Bitcoin I think Bitcoin's going to test about 53,000 in the coming weeks. But I'm bullish on Bitcoin and crypto medium term. I'm even bullish. But in the next couple of weeks, I do think that we're going to back test this moving average. Oh, I'm on the 3 hour. I'm like, why does this look so weird? Because I'm on the 3 hour. The 200. I think we're going to back test somewhere in here. And then that's going to be the real, honestly, like one of the last really good opportunities to accumulate on anything that you haven't already done. An example of a same structural move of what we did that was back here. So let's go. So this orange line, all the orange lines are halvings. So that's just like a landmark indication for you. These are all halvings. And so what you'll see is on the halving, we had a pretty significant crash. This is like 40% correction. Now, I don't think it's going to be that deep, but it wouldn't be weird. 30% technically, but from the top, it was 40%. I don't think it's going to be that deep because it's more mature now. But what you'll see is we crashed down, barely touched the 200 within like 1 day, bought back up. We touched the 200 and then boom, you mess up your Fibonacci. No, and then boom, your next bull run, the real deal bull run. So like that's what I think. This is structurally what I anticipate to happen, is for us to sort of flirt with the 200, if you will, which is this purple moving average here, which would put us somewhere 52, 55,000, 56,000. Don't be greedy on your reaccumulation. That's the point. GG, thanks for the GGs and the lightning, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Are you talking about Bitcoin, fam? Who are you talking to? Packing Aptos. I don't mind Aptos. I think MAGA will break out right now. MAGA's in deep in accumulation. Like MAGA's chart, like no BS, looks pretty good. Now MAGA's not going to do 1,000x because it's already done like a like what X did it do from the bottom? Like from the actual bottom. It's probably got, I think it could do another 25x from here by the time the end of the bull run's over. All right, guys, give me like 2 minutes. I gotta use the bathroom. Give me your comments and questions. I'll be right back. All right. Welcome back from the potty break. You're not just in the potty break. You are the potty. No, I'm just kidding. Are we still in accumulation phase for Solnic? We're at the end of accumulation phase for Solnic. We're at the end of accumulation. So this was accumulation. This is the sign of strength. The sign of strength technically is accumulation. Technically is accumulation, your sign of strength. But it's the end. It marks the end of the accumulation. It gives you indication for the next leg. So this is where we're at, somewhere in here. Somewhere in your sign of strength, your back test, we're somewhere in here, just chopping. So, didn't I just delete all this? I swear I deleted all this. Yeah, we're chopping right here at the SOS. Could you explain Bitcoin more? What would you like to me to, like, are you like saying from a beginner or from a TA? Are you like asking me to like explain what Bitcoin is? Like, on what level are you asking me? I'm quite new to the market. All right. So if you're new to the market, here's what you should do. You should go to YouTube. And then obviously you should follow me. But beyond that, type in the Bitcoin Standard. All right. This is a free audiobook. Leaders are readers. Knowledge is power. This is a free audiobook. All right. It's 12 hours. Listen to it on 1.5 when you're going to work, brushing your teeth, whatever. This will tell you, you will know more about Bitcoin than 99% of the rest of the world, but I will give you a basic cliff note, if you will. Here's the deal with Bitcoin. What you are betting on when you buy Bitcoin, here's like the brass tacks, oversimplified what's going on here. You are placing your bet, because everything in life is a bet. When I go to work, I'm betting that the other drivers will drive, they will obey by the law. I'm betting that my oil is correct. I'm betting that I won't have a severe, like, everything in life is a bet, right? So the bet that you're placing is that the United States and other governments, all of them, Europe, Russia, China, what doesn't matter, you're betting that they will print more money. And for me personally, because there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin. So the maximum supply of Bitcoin that will ever be made is 21 million. Every 4 years, the inflation gets cut in half. So this orange line is the inflation line. So right now, the inflation on Bitcoin, so the maximum supply of Bitcoin that will ever be released is 21 million. There is about, I think it's 19 or 20 million. Let me see what it is. Let me not lie to you. Bitcoin. Let me see what the exact. Okay, so there's 19.69 million Bitcoin in circulating supply. That's not even real. That's not even true. But that's what's been released for the market. There's 19.6. There's a maximum of 21 million. So in the history of time, forever, there's about 1.4 million more Bitcoin that will ever be released. And right now, the inflation on Bitcoin is about half of that of gold. In 4 more years, it will be 0.25% of gold. In 4 more years, it will be 0.25% of, it'll be like less than a quarter, whatever. I don't know what that math is, but that's the brass tacks. You're betting that governments and corporations, or not corporations, I mean, technically, you're betting that governments will print more money. That's what it is. It's like digital gold, except it's better, because if I take, let's say I take, like, and I believe in precious metals. Like, I stack silver. I like silver. I like gold. I stack those too. I live in an and world. I buy rental properties, right? So I live in an and world. It's not an or world. But Bitcoin to me is the most superior when you're talking about just brass tacks oversimplification. Like there's definitely value and other things, but if you're just a DCA long-term buy and hold, like Bitcoin is the best, because if I take $100,000 worth of gold, and then I try to go to another country, they will confiscate that from me. If I take $100,000 worth of Bitcoin, there's nothing that anyone can do. If I send you, go to your bank right now and ask them for $50,000. Let me know what they tell you. But if I send you $50,000 worth of Bitcoin, there's not a bank, corporation, or company or entity alive that can stop that transaction from happening. It doesn't exist. Okay? And it will be there, hard transaction cleared in 30 minutes. And Bitcoin's the slowest. It's the slowest. Hard transaction ACH cleared in 30 minutes. Cash, on the other hand, takes about 5 days. Ask them for $100,000 in cash. Let me know what they tell you. So that's like a general, like, and I'm happy to answer any questions about Bitcoin. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I get too deep in the weeds on TA. But I would say this book right here, I mean, if you want like the physical book, like, you can get it on Amazon, but this is a free. You can go to your library. It's on YouTube for free. Someone will read it for you. But you'll understand more about Bitcoin than 99% of the rest of the people. And so that's the brass tacks. If you want to understand like why it came to be, Bitcoin came to be. The who, what, where, when, why of Bitcoin was 2008 financial crisis. The real estate crash had nothing to do. People my age kind of think that that's just something that happens. Like we're just waiting for the next real estate crash. It's like, bro, that doesn't exist. That's not real. The reason that happened was because of direct criminal behavior with the banking system. It says he's got subscribed to his Patreon. He's got a lot of great info for $9. Who asked that? Oh, yeah. So the great financial crisis of 2008. That is how, why, and when Bitcoin was created, because of the distrust in the traditional system. Because at the end of the day, what happened was, and if you watch a great movie to watch, if you want to understand the perspective of like why Bitcoin came to be, if you watch the Big Short, great movie. If you watch The Big Short, but if you watch The Big Short with the filter of this is why Bitcoin was created, so that's a great movie, one of my favorite movies. But if you watched it with the preface of, hey, this is why Bitcoin was created, because of all that like dirty stuff that they uncovered, all that stuff is true, and nobody went to jail. And not only did nobody go to jail, but the taxpayers bailed out those banks. Wells Fargo, like, we paid for that stuff. So that's a great book. You could also just watch that movie, The Big Short. The Big Short's about the financial crisis of 2008. But if you understand that the direct impact after that was Bitcoin was created. That's when Bitcoin was created. That's why Bitcoin was created. And Robert Kiyosaki, some people like him, some people hate him. I think he has, some good info. Some things he says I don't agree with. He's always like bearish on everything, but he claims that the US dollar is the government's money. He says that gold and silver is God's money. And he says Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is the people's money. So there you go. There's my spiel on how's it feel, Neo? I see. Approximately when's the next bull run coming? Just want to know. I think the next 120 days. Proud Sonic millionaire. Let's go, baby. Yeah, thanks for that. Sometimes I forget that people don't, sometimes I go too deep in the weeds. So I'm okay. I'm like, hey, I like changing gears. So happy to answer any questions. But yeah, DCA into Solana, yeah. How to start trading. Do you use Go High Level? No. Why 120 days? Listen, time is my worst. Time is my worst. Out of all of the things that I'm good at, time is my worst one. But I'll just give you like, so each one of these are the halvings. The orange lines are each of the halvings, which is when Bitcoin's inflation was cut in half. It happens every 4 years. People think it like that's when the bull market starts. That's not true by historical data. Typically what we'll see is some chopping. This time was about 130 days before it started rocking and rolling, right? And then if we go to the next one back in 2020, that's what we'll see again. So, I mean, realistically, it could be 30 days, but I would say 120 days at the latest. This was 160 days before we started rocking and rolling after the orange line or the halvening, before we started really rocking and rolling. People think it's like the bull market. It's like, no, bro. Like the halvening, you're typically closer to the bottom than you are to the top. And so we just had the halvening, so we've already had some trading, but, you know, we've only had about 17 days, so I mean, I would say like, I mean, probably 60, 90 days, but 120. I think that in June is going to be the actual pivot. And then it's going to be noticeable in August or September. Like Bitcoin's going to get into prices like 80K plus in do you have ADHD by any chance? ADHD is a gift. But I'm reading 134 people's comments on TikTok and like 50 people on YouTube's comments on TikTok. On YouTube, plus Twitch. I'm live on Twitch. Which I haven't been reading any of the charts on Twitch. Damn, my bad, y'all. Meow. Raid. Look up Nubicado. Give me a thumbs up if you're still watching on Twitch. Do you value RSIs? I do value RSIs. What's up? Boys got the meow. Nakabado. Alright, I got you. I got you, fam. We'll look at it. NOB. NOBI. Hold up. NOB. IK. Oh. All right, let's look. All right. All right. This is in price discovery. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is in price discovery. That doesn't mean it's bad. So, I mean, this has already done the full thing. It's already done. This is on wave 3, I would say. So there you go. It went full parabolic to from the very first one. So from the very first one, you had this crazy parabolic rise, crashed down. I'm going to guess like 90 something percent. People probably called it a rug or a scam. Yep, 90, well, 87%. I bet people were pissed here. And then you went on a parabolic reaccumulation. Then you have another parabolic rise. Distribution. grueling down, reaccumulation. This is the most boring time. This is the most bloody time. You had your sign of strength. Where did my fib go? What the hell? So you had your sign of strength right in here, your back test of the prior range, your back test of the prior range, and then you have your markup phase. You went all the way to price discovery of the 1618. You do see a lot of stuff get rejected at the 1618, but the last time it went to the 3618, which is here, about 1.5 cents. I would say it's nearing the end of its I don't say it's at the top, but it's nearing the end of this run here. It's got maybe another 1x in it before it starts the process over again. It's probably going to back test 004 after it's done. So I could see it going like this could be it right here. Especially like this is when I'm kind of in a straight line right now. You had your initial take profit right here at the literally at the 1618. Then you back tested the prior range. So like it wouldn't be weird to fill that out. We'll see. I don't know. This could get to the 2618 at 1.1 cents. It could go to 1.5 cents. I would anticipate this to distribute and then start the process over again. But I mean the 1618, like that's a key level. You typically do see things top out there. Like anywhere between the 1618 and the 3618, that's where stuff likes to top out. And that's what we saw on the last one as well. So for me, I don't know. I don't think that this is bad or good. I don't know anything about this. But I'm going to say the charts it's on the hotter side of things. It's on the getting ready to start over at that side of things. Yeah, so this went to the 3618 last time before it distributed and then started over. So if it went to the 3618 again, you'd be looking at 1.4 cents before it started over again. But if it went that high again, so like last time when it went that high, it didn't stop at the prior high. It went all the way back to the 0.5. So if it goes that high, like it could come all the way back down here to 003. So like, bro, you'd be... So from here, you're looking at like a good 40% correction, 50% correction. But if it goes all the way to the 3618, you'd be looking at like a 75%, 78% correction before restarting, which is normal. Like everything does this. Every single chart does this. I think it's healthy. I mean, I think it's a healthy thing that it's doing it, to be honest. Like accumulation, markup, distribution, markdown. It does it over and over and over again. Nothing does it in a straight line. I mean, I think it's more at the end. I wouldn't join the Telegram, bro. All right, guys. How to buy Solnic, JUP.AG, or you can do Soulflare. You do Phantom. If a token's going down in price, how do you know when to buy more or sell? It's hard. It's hard to catch a falling knife. So, like, let's look at Bitcoin. So when it's coming down in price, right? So the last bear market, typically it's the bottom is marked by like a big event. Not always, but typically. But like when you're coming down, it's hard to like. This is the markdown phase, and like there's a saying like don't catch a falling knife. What you really want to see is just like a big like sell off. Like for Bitcoin, it was FTX went to 0, or it was Luna. So this is your selling climax, your automatic reaction, and then this is your secondary test. So this is all accumulation. So after FTX went to 0, like that's your selling climax. And when you're chopping here, this is like when it's like it takes out this selling climax and you start to reverse trend. So we made like a higher high and a higher low here. That's when you're starting to work on accumulation. There's other signs of accumulation, but there's a big difference between the markdown phase of something versus the accumulation phase. Am I getting trolled? I don't know. You guys got like 3 people. You check the previous low. You check the previous low before you trade them. If it drops below that, you buy and wait till it goes up. No, not really, because typically, like especially in crypto, they don't really go to the previous low. So if you're looking at like a meme coin, typically it's like the previous high. Bitcoin, like most of the time, it goes to the previous high. So if you like, okay, let's say like, all right, let me get a different chart because I'm always drawing. All right, so let's say you have this coin that does this. It went up, boom, and then it crashes down and then reaccumulates, right? Typically, when you pull like your fib, like your next wave is going to take you to the 161 as high as the 3618. That's just like the most textbook thing in the world. Almost everything does that. Nothing and if it does go past it, it crashes even more. So like let's say it goes like all the way up here, then when it starts to crash down, I've seen stuff be caught at the 1618. I've seen it be caught at the 0.1, and then I see it go as low as the 0.5. So those would be like your 3 targets to sort of consider. But really what you want to see is just like sideways boredom. That would like indicate to you that that the bottom is in. And then like the thing that I like is accumulation. You have your preliminary support, your selling climax. Your selling climax is just that. It's the climax. It's like a big event. Like for Bitcoin, it was when FTX went to 0. When Luna went to 0. Selling climax. Secondary test in phase B is technically, that was FTX, honestly. So your selling climax was technically Luna collapse. So like bloody, scary. And then your secondary test is typically goes a little bit lower, and then sometimes you even have a spring which goes even a little bit lower, and the spring is often the most scary time of any phase. And then you have distribution. If it's really a healthy and mature chart, it'll do the reverse of this. Now, meme coins, they typically don't distribute nice and healthy like this. They typically just have your mark up and then boom, shoot right back down. Ski, we at 1,100 Telegram members. Let's go.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
20 Sol or Meow. Oh, what projects are you fucking with right now? Sonic. As far as blue chips, I like ADA here. I like I like MAGA here. I like DNX here. I like Quant here. I like Dent here. I like VeChain. I like AVAX here. Those are all in good value. I like to buy anything that's in accumulation near the 236. So the way that I value any project, Jesus. This is my rules. This is what's made me lots of money. All right? This is what's made me lots of money. So when I pull a fib on something, here's my rules. If something is below the 0.5, it's a decent value. It's a good value. It's okay to accumulate. If something is below the 0.382, the caveat is good tokenomics. It has good tokenomics below the 382. That's good value. And if it's below the 236, that's extreme value. When something gets above or near the 1618, like that's when you want to start taking profit. Unless you want to be on like some like moon mission, like, oh, I'm going to be the guy who sells the top. Like, here's the deal. There's going to be one person that sells the top. I hope it's you. You know what I mean? I hope it's you. But most often it's not. But the 1618, as high as the 3618, that's where stuff likes to top out at. Now, there's some outliers, but generally 99% of stuff that they just follow that. Name game, please. Thoughts on ICP? I think ICP is an extreme value. Same thing. Like, ICP is at the same level to me. So just what I was saying, like accumulation, sign of strength. Like the stuff that I'm looking for, it looks like this chart right here. Link, VRA, Sonic, everything has this like big U below the 236, your sign of strength, your back test. This is the stuff that I'm accumulating because you have the most upside potential. So same thing for like DOT, looks like this. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test, well below the 236. Well below the 236. Like examples of coins that have done this but are now in the other side of things are Render. So like Render did this same thing when it was in accumulation. You had your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range, and then it went on the next phase, right? And then boom, looky here, it got rejected at the 1618. So like Render, it might go up to another like, you know, $20 or whatever, maybe. But for me, like I've already rotated mostly out of Render. Because it's going to like do one of these numbers, reaccumulate, and then it'll start the next leg over. And it doesn't mean just because something is at distribution, it doesn't mean it's bad, because here's the deal. Like everything does distribution. Everything. Just got here. In your opinion, what's more probable first, 52 or 72? I'd say 52. I'd say 52 is more probable, but that the caveat is like, to me, that's the last real deal extreme buy that we're going to get before stuff really gets rocking and rolling. Thoughts on Sonic ROI versus MAGA? I think MAGA can do another 25x. I like MAGA. I think MAGA's in a good spot here. I think they have a solid team. They've given lots of money, like to homelessness. They've given lots of money to veterans. Like I think like it's a solid project. Sonic, I think, can do a 100x to 1000x from here. 1.98 market cap. He's called Crody like 98K. What are you talking about? Was curious, since he's a big name, if you could look into the crypto. Hello, bro. Could you do storage crypto, please? My favorite is probably XCH. Listen. All right, so John, here's your filter that you need to run through any influencer. Don't worry about what they're saying right now. And this goes for everybody. This is your filter that you need to, the lens of which you need to look at your influencers that you want to follow, so to speak. That you want to take valuable information and not take it as gospel, but take it to a good bit of truth, right? Not what they're saying right now, and stuff is awesome. Go look at what they said in 2022. That's what you should be looking at. I don't know anything about that guy. How about XCN? I like XCN. I think it's a pretty good value right here. Thoughts on Jasmine? Jasmine's a good value, but Jasmine's inflation's a little bit high. So what was the coin? I'll look at it. You said it was Crash. This is still in the markdown phase. So like this would be, I mean, this went pretty deep. This would be near the end of the markdown phase, or like I don't see any signs that it's in accumulation yet, but just how it's like grueling down here. What does this audit say? External call risk. All right, I don't know what that means. Other risk. This is still in the markdown phase. From here, you could expect it to do, well, retracement would be 0001. Should I hold any Soul? I think Soul's a solid project. Thoughts on Tucker? What am I looking at? OBSEC. I'll look at OBSEC. Megan, what is this? This went to like just below price discovery. This is like in the, I don't know, this looks like it might be an accumulation. It's hard to guess the beginning of accumulation. But this could still have some more work. But realistically, it went from this first run here, like this went crazy high, and there's a pretty big gap of trading that hasn't been filled out, so it wouldn't be weird to like really roll over too. So I don't know. This is pretty high though. I don't think it would probably do that. $75 million market cap. That's not high, but you know, for a meme coin, that's pretty high. Thoughts on Hee. 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 5 point mil. Yeah, I think this is an accumulation. The next leg will take you to 9 cents. 9 to 10 cents. CTX. OPSEC. OPSEC. It's funny. They rated me, but they didn't like the outcome. OPSEC, not a lot of data for OPSEC. It just looks like it's in the markdown phase to me. Maybe actually in the beginning of accumulation. When was this? So this is either still the markdown phase or the beginning of accumulation. This looks like this perhaps could be your selling climax here, your automatic rally. So this might be the beginning of accumulation here. Your next leg will take you to about $5, as high as $7. Have you heard of Brett? No, I haven't. Mike, thanks for the lightning. Cardano, thanks for the rose, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right, guys, that is going to be it. we're going to end it here. I'm going to be live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday next week. I might be live tomorrow, but it's Mother's Day. Probably not. I'm going to keep it real. Like, we'll see. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. Join the Telegram. Join the Discord. I'm going to be doing a airdrop tonight. If the Cavs win, if you're in the Telegram and you vote, there's going to be a 50,000 Sonic airdrop. So make sure you guys join the Telegram. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I will never message you first. If your boy Ski messages you and you didn't message me first, it's not me. It's not me. It's a scammer. All right? I appreciate you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn hustling, 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 hustling,
Hit your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling.